Full weird. Forehead.
Oh god.
Franker faces.
Oh.
Wowie. White people said. What else?
Look at how red my face is.
What else we got? Let me go on Twitch right quick. Okay.
Why?
Why do people happy?
Keck.
KW, LOLW,
Oh.
XQCL.
Alright. The Acclaim promo now. You were backstage.
Okay.
They're just like, yo, it's not gonna be a triple. It's not gonna be a
No,
normal.
dude, we're gonna do a fatal 4-way poggers, bro. Thanks for the fucking bits.
Fucking damn it! Jump off a roof.
Well, they just lost Gunther, so I don't know how that is gonna survive. But what's it called? But the Third Reich faction. That's the Imperium's gonna turn to the Third Reich now. But
he posted a picture on Twitter with Sean Dean. He's got his castle. It says "Justice" on it. and then somebody says Hook is some fucking girl says on Twitter, Hook is what? Stokely, I hate your bald ass so much. And then Big Stoke on Twitter goes, wow, Hook will pay for his crimes. It was confirmed that there was a forearm fracture which required a cast. I am distraught. I rolled dice with my left hand, so I'm please don't make me sue this company, Tony Khan. Please, you know that a portrait of your father that's hanging in your office? Well, once I own this company, I'm replacing it with a big-ass photo of James Brown. Yep. Every time you see the Godfather of Soul sweating in drug-fueled rage at the Apollo, you're gonna think of me. Sounds pretty miserable, bro.
It's Saturday, guys. You know what that means. It is time for your first dose of the injection of here. Also, the last 2 injections of 2025. 4. Wow, I'm tired. So fucking tired, guys. I had work today. I had to work. So I worked a lot these past 4 days besides Christmas. So as you can see,
I just love the black screen at the bottom.
So as you can see, Christian is not here, but I was able to pull some strings, and this cost a lot of money. Had to dip into the injection business account because this person has a higher pay rate than Soto, and it's fucking insane. So a lot of mortgages on houses we don't own had to get taken out. So
preliminary mortgages.
So, without further ado, guys, I got to introduce our guest for tonight. None other than the legend himself, Vacant. Vacant is here. I couldn't afford to pay for him to speak, so he's just gonna stare at y'all just menacingly.
Gonna stare at y'all's souls into the abyss.
He's just there. All right, so today is AEW World's End. We're not going to cover Dynamite. We're not going to cover Rampage. Mike was there.
I will just say one thing. I was there. Hammerstein Ballroom is a cool little venue. Would definitely love to go back. Just a tip. Do not sit in the top rows of the 200s because your view is cut off of the Titantron for a small arena. Would 100% suggest sitting on the sides. Although I did get onto the floor halfway through Chris Jericho's match on Rampage, so that was fun.
How would you manage that? Do you know people at Hammerstein?
Because there was there was a guy working for AEW or in the venue itself, whichever one, and he was literally standing right next to me, and he just goes, I need 15 people on the floor for Rampage, and I just went, all right, I'm getting my stuff, and I am following this guy.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Oh yeah, and that was also a Christmas present, so I didn't pay.
Hell yeah.
Brody King versus Ospreay, banger.
I would love to go to the Collision in Charlotte, but depending on how I get paid, because holiday was a very light week in hours. I think I probably only managed to pull out like 43 hours at work. So that could be a solid paycheck. I wanted to take my mom to her first ever show.
Oh yeah, yeah, that should be fun. I just wish I would have went to the Ring of Honor pay-per-view Friday night, because from everything I was seeing, that was a fun show. Oh well, could have got a floor ticket for $75 and I blew it. Oh well,
tough shit.
Fun shows though, and thank you Rampage.
As much as you hated
to go away,
it,
but thank you.
As much as you hated Rampage.
Hey, the early days of Rampage were good.
Yes.
Then it just got, yeah, we all know what happened. But yeah, so AEW World's End tonight.
Yeah, the second show. We were at the first one. I have the card pulled up right here. Oh, never mind. It just flipped over to a photo of Grimace being crucified on the McDonald's sign. Hold on. Don't ask questions. I have that image.
Oh no, that's awesome.
Just on standby.
I would just love to know.
I have that image on standby.
That's hilarious.
So I have the card in front of me. I'm just gonna go in the order that the pictures appear. So it's probably we're gonna talk about the main event first, I guess, whatever, or just the order in which that Christian and I had predicted in the group chat for the injection. So going down the list, we're gonna start off with the main event, or the AEW World Championship. Jon Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page versus Orange Cassidy versus Jay White. This is gonna be a crazy fucking match.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be really fun. I don't see Mox losing here. It's very obvious. But I think nonetheless it's gonna be really good.
This is probably the most predictable match on the card.
100%. Next up, so I'm not sure what order.
Just as a tiebreaker, who takes the fall? I'm gonna go Orange.
Yeah, I think that's too obvious. That's too obvious of a call. I think Orange takes the fall. I think under over as we do for blood in Mox matches. Do say I'm gonna do under 8 minutes into the match for blood.
Yeah, I think 8 minutes is a.
Under over. Actually, no. Let's see. I
honestly,
don't even have
with the 4 people involved, I would probably go under.
I don't have. All my predictions are not the same as Christian's. So like I have my outs.
I didn't really do predictions. I was kind of just gonna do it on the fly here.
Well, yeah, like I have all mine set up, but if yours lines up with Christian's, just do a rock paper scissors on Wednesday, and we'll figure that shit out.
Again, that's how I won the title the first time.
So I'm not sure what order they're doing these matches in, because on the card it just shows semis Okada versus Ricochet, and then semis Ospreay Fletcher.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume Okada's gonna be first, just because he's literally the oldest guy out of the 4, and Tony is probably gonna feel like, yeah, let me give him out of all 4 of those guys a little bit of a breather.
And he also is probably going to the finals as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's my prediction to win the whole thing. So.
I have different, but so I guess going first then, Okada versus Ricochet. Okada's gonna win. I think Ricochet he's getting amazing heel heat. I'm seeing the stuff that happened at Hammerstein, which is really funny.
Hold on. So we were chanting bald at him, which was hilarious. And then he would do a cool move, and we would chant, "You're still bald," which was even funnier. So dude, there was an AEW security person by me. She was laughing her ass off at that.
So the thing is, like, the whole entire bald joke of Ricochet spawned from
Swerve.
No, like, it was from an Instagram live he did like a while ago. So someone was like, someone in his Instagram live commented, "Why you bald?" And he said, "Why am I bald? Why you ugly? What type of question is that? Why you bald?"
Fucking genetics, bro.
So, but yeah, so Okada is definitely gonna go over here. Going to the next one of Osprey Fletcher 2. Get this. It's insane that this is our semis.
Yeah, seriously.
That like that we're gonna get insane fucking matches tonight in our semis, and they're not even like the main event.
Yeah.
So Osprey Fletcher 2, I'm predicting Osprey to go over, and the finals will be Okada versus Osprey. I picked different than the rest of you. I'm saying Osprey to go over. I think Osprey needs.
I think
No, he.
no. Christian said Osprey.
No, Christian said Okada. Christian said
Yeah,
Okada.
Osprey, Okada.
Yeah, finals.
To go in the final. Okay.
Finals. I'm saying Osprey for the finals. I think right now, especially getting, because I believe that I think this Fletcher feud partially ends here, not entirely ends here, but partially.
I don't know.
Because right now I think Osprey needs something, and Okada doesn't really need this.
Okay, so here's my thought process on this. So with the rumors of Omega returning tonight, that immediately went,
Ooh.
okay, Okada's winning. He's winning the whole thing, and they're going to build up to All In for the international title, for the Continental Championship.
Fuck.
So that's just my thought process. Now, in terms of the Osprey, in terms of the Osprey Fletcher semi, I have been going back and forth on this all day, but the thought process that I'm choosing to go with is Osprey over Fletcher to, one, get his win back, and two, if Omega does come back, he's coming back for a face-off with one of those two. So
one or two of his greatest like enemies.
And in-ring rivals. Yeah. So that's my thought process, or at least the one I'm choosing to go with.
I'm picking like overall, outside of like the Omega stuff, Osprey needs something.
Well, I mean, he can.
But it's the fact of which
win-loss thing
that Okada doesn't need the title. I think Osprey needs this.
Yeah, but I still feel like the feud with him and Fletcher isn't over yet. That could be blown off at All In, maybe, or Revolution. One of them.
Probably.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going with.
Yeah. So this is where we kind of like differ a little bit, but I think this one is where I once again am straying from the pack. We have Mercedes Moné versus Chris Statlander 2 for the TBS Championship, and I'm picking Chris Statlander. Christian has picked Mercedes.
Yeah.
And I see it, I get it, but I think with the Willow stuff now being implemented, maybe there's a double turn. Maybe Willow goes heel, and then we get a proper conclusion to Chris Statlander and Willow. Besides this bullshit that happened,
I think they just dropped that. I'm going Mercedes here, just because I don't feel like the build-up has warranted a title change. I understand it's a secondary title, but
we need I want a proper finish to Willow Statlander, because now all of a sudden they're friends again. I saw, what the fuck? Make it make sense.
Not really. Not really. They still got a ways to go with explaining that. I mean, they teased it, but it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, I'm going Mercedes because I'm just like, I don't know.
I'm going Chris Statlander for this one just because
I don't have a good reason.
I'm just saying make stuff make sense, and also I think Mercedes doesn't need the TBS title anymore. Especially she's fighting Mina Shirakawa at Dynasty, right? I believe that was that was announced somewhere. So I don't see her having 3 titles, because I believe the The one at Wrestle Dynasty is going to be for a title. So I don't see her needing 3 titles if she is to win. Because if I'm not mistaken, at Dynasty it's title for title. So that's my reasoning.
Speaking of Wrestle Dynasty, I saw a list earlier, and it had Osprey Danielson's match from Wrestle Dynasty, and I'm like, that wasn't Wrestle Dynasty, that was Wrestle Dream, you idiots.
Hey,
Two different promotions pay-per-views.
After that, we have the AEW International Championship match between Konosuke Takeshita and Powerhouse Hobbs. I want Powerhouse Hobbs to win. I think Powerhouse Hobbs, getting back after an injury, he needs a title. He hasn't, he had the TNT title for a hot second, right?
Yeah, and the FTW title for a hot second, right?
I
believe, or did he?
I'm gonna check. I want to make sure. Come on, Wikipedia.
Oh Jesus! What did Christian say? He's going to Keshta. Wow, you guys have a lot of differing ones tonight. I like that.
Yeah,
we're usually 2 on the same page.
So actually, no, he never had the FTW title. He had the TNT title one time. Also, remember too that the FTW title is not recognized by AEW.
True.
So it's probably there, but not there.
I am in. Okay, so who are you predicting to win the match?
Powerhouse Hobbs. I feel as though he needs a title. The Takeshita has done really nothing with this title, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I think Powerhouse Hobbs can do some stuff with this title. That's just me personally. Yeah.
I do want Hobbs to win.
However,
I don't know. I just have a gut feeling Takeshita's retaining.
And that's fair. This is one of the more, outside of the main event, this is really this card is hard to call. Also outside the Diamond Ring match and the women's title. This is really hard.
Yeah, outside of the main event, yeah.
But I'm saying.
So what's up next? All right, yeah, I'll go with Takeshita with Christian.
Next up, we have the Tijuana Street Fight for the AEW Women's World Championship match.
This should be a very good match
between Mariah May and Thunder Rosa. There will be blood in this match. There will be a lot of blood in this match.
Yes.
I think it's obvious that Mariah May is going to go over here. Her title reign is not over yet. No. As much as Thunder Rosa deserves her time in the light, I think not just yet. Give her the proper feud and give her a proper chance. She will get this title maybe end of 2025 if the cards are right.
Maybe.
Yeah, so that's down the middle, Mariah.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the AEW Dynamite Diamond Ring featuring MJF and Adam Cole, baby. This match is so easy to fucking call. It's going to be Adam Cole. Adam Cole's winning. Also, they have a replica of the Dynamite Diamond Ring on AEW Shop. It looks like dog shit, but for $150, that's an okay price.
So there's always one pay-per-view match every time where I'm so confident it's going to go one way and then it doesn't.
Are you going to
go MJF? Picking MJF.
Really? Ooh.
He never got his comeuppance for World's End last year.
Then that's going to put us in a tie eventually, I would like to think then, because we both have different strays and areas. And that might lead us to a tie.
You know, because MJF never got even with Adam Cole. So
Adam Cole really never got even with MJF.
Yeah, but he was the one that turned on him with the whole Devil storyline. Now, unfortunately, that ended up being terrible because Adam Cole got injured in freaking September of last year. And then MJF got injured, and they were both out literally first half of the year. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm going MJF.
All right. Now we're gonna go into the
Plus
0 hour.
Adam Cole is a face. Him with the ring, unless they're retiring it, which it doesn't really make much sense for him to have it.
True.
That's just me.
So now we're on to the 0 hour stuff, guys. We have the this is gonna be her first ever pay-per-view match. Toni Storm versus Layla Gray. Hey, give it up to the rookie, man. She couldn't make it to the main card. She's on the buy-in. That's good for her.
She's for the grind.
Yeah, hey, she worked her ass off to get where she is today. She's taking on Layla Gray, and I think this is obvious. It's gonna be Toni Storm picking up the win.
Oh yeah.
Next up, we have Jeff Jarrett taking on QT Marshall. I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be Big Boom AJ versus QT Marshall 2, but I think the foot injury is still plaguing.
That match was so much fun, by the way.
And now we're gonna get an even like say whatever you want about QT Marshall. He's a great wrestler. He's a phenomenal wrestler.
Respect on his name.
Put some respect on the factory. I better see my boy Solo show up tonight. I fucking popped huge.
I love that we keep this going.
I popped huge when I saw fucking Solo pop up at Full Gear. I popped huge. I was like, yes, the factory.
It's alive and well, even though it's kind of not.
But Jeff Jarrett is going to kick the shit out of QT Marshall here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think this is the 0 hour main event, probably. The youngest men alive, the Outrunners, in Top Flight versus Lio Rush, Action Andretti, and the Murder Machines. I love that name for them. Yes. The Murder Machines. Sounds like something that's in a 2K creative suite, but I love the name. A lot of talking. Sorry, I'm so used to Christian being the talker here, and I just sit and nod, and I add my 2 cents here and there. So I think this is another obvious thing. It's going to be the Outrunners at Top Flight picking up the win.
Who are they facing? It's Leo and Andretti and
Cage and
Archer and Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? I'll go with Leo and Andretti.
Now,
why not?
For the main event, how about no, because Christian's not here. It's harder to get stuff out and get his input. I would say, do we see the cash in of Christian Cage and it finally be a failure tonight as well?
Okay, so I did not watch Rampage back, but there was a point where I'm not even like when Mox initially came into the crowd, Christian was like 10 feet from him.
Mm-hmm.
And like in character, or they didn't see each other, didn't know each one was there. Christian was hiding behind a wall going like, which was I thought was hilarious. But I don't know if that made TV or not. I probably should have went back and watched Rampage last night. But I did
not watch Rampage. I got home at like 10 o'clock, so it was over by the time I stepped through the door.
Isn't that when it started?
I don't fucking know when Rampage... I work a lot of hours, man. Sometimes I do 12-hour shifts. Sometimes it's 13 hours. I want to fucking cry.
Yeah, I would too. It's been 10 o'clock for 3 years. But anyway,
Fuck you. All right.
Hey, I didn't watch it live half the time anyway. I DVR'd it.
I don't have DVR on fucking Spectrum, so.
Yeah, so there was a part where he was like hiding, lurking in the background, overlooking what was going on during that huge brawl. So, you may be onto something. You may be.
Like, it's a possibility. Because one, I can see them Definitely like having him cash in and maybe win against someone who, say if Orange Cassidy wins the match and like wins like the title at like after say the next pay-per-view, they go back to a singles of Mox and Cassidy wins, and then they jump and then the Death Riders beat up Cassidy, and then that cash in happens that way.
Okay, follow-up question. How long has Christian had that contract?
That was at All In he got it.
Why does it feel like so much longer than that?
Because time is a flat circle, and we are slowly getting closer to dying.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being a Debbie Downer. But,
What, do you want honesty, or do you want me to say it's all fucking sunshine and rainbows?
I would just like to say, no, it was 4 months ago. And me just be like, oh, okay.
4 months ago? It was... Huh?
All In?
Time is a flat circle, man. Time is a flat circle.
The only reason I remember when All In is because it's usually the day or two before I start working the U.S. Open. So.
All right.
Yeah, and then I spend fucking 5 days catching up on 2.5 weeks worth of shit. After.
Yeah. While you leave me and Christian to fend for ourselves here.
I need money.
So do I, but I don't know.
Well, it's a once-a-year tournament. I can't really. If I say no, they're gonna be like, "Okay, bye."
True. Yeah, they'd be like, "Hey, do you know that nice job at Citi Field? Nope, no more."
Yeah, but
yeah,
I'll go with Leo and Action.
Okay, you're gonna stray from the pack. Okay, I'm gonna go with.
I'm feeling ballsy today. Plus, I also went to that Dragon Ball Z restaurant in the city, so let's get ballsy. Not bad, by the way.
It's just a ramen place, I presume, right?
Actually, I don't even know if they had ramen on the menu.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So that is just the predictions. Christian will be back for the post show, and so let me actually just
a long night.
Let me just do this in real time. Let me see if it's possible for me to edit this in real time. Let me get rid of that. Oh,
it's gonna be a long, caffeine-filled, sugar-filled night.
Yeah, I have a Monster on standby right now, and inside my and inside this is 2 Dr. Peppers.
I got you beat, buddy. I got a large iced latte from Dunkin', Gatorade, ginger ale, Arizona iced tea downstairs.
At least I'm not gonna be shitting myself.
I can sleep in tomorrow, so. And then just proceed to be disappointed by watching the New York Jets get murdered by the Buffalo Bills. All right.
I need to figure out how the fuck to. There we go. Edit this in real time, folks, because look at this. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, Vacant had to leave. Only paid him for 28 minutes, and yeah, he's now gone.
Very expensive.
Yep. If you thought the Mets paid an arm and a leg for Soto, you should have saw the payment we had to give to Vacant.
Dude, Vacant. I mean, the price is.
I'm gonna be
his
doing.
Appearance price.
I'm gonna be selling tricks on the street. Fuck. All right, guys.
Appearance fee is getting out of hand.
Yeah, well, I think the last time we had an appearance on this show was Elmo falling through the void. That's the last time we had an appearance on this fucking show. All right, guys. We will be here for the post show. 29 minutes we just did here. I think the pre-show starts now for AEW itself.
Or is it 6?
I don't fucking know, man.
Well, Full Gear's doors opened at 6, so I'm gonna assume like 6:15.
Okay.
Question mark.
I don't know. All right, guys. Once again, we appreciate you all for watching, even though no one tuned in, because I'm not fucking with the YouTube channel too much by adding tags during the live. I'll do that for the post show because that's when I can have someone talk and me just work on my computer while you guys bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Ooh.
Nice.
All right, guys. We will see
There'll be
you.
a lot of those during the show.
We'll be seeing you a lot after the what, at like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I don't fucking know. All right, guys.
I mean, it's AEW. We'll see you after midnight.
Yeah. All right, guys. Peace the fuck out.